Okay, here I am back again, Chapter 11, Retailing and Wholesaling, which of course is the ultimate destination in the marketing channel. Well, I shouldn't say it's the ultimate destination before it gets to the consumer in the marketing channel. Okay, so retailing and retailers, essentially all it means is that it's retailing is all the activities and getting to the final consumer for personal non-business use, and the retailers are businesses whose sales come primarily from retailing. Okay, so there's a shopping market that focuses everything towards turning shoppers into buyers. And then omnichannel retailing, this idea of creating a seamless and cross-channel buying experience that integrates in-store, online, and mobile shopping. So omnichannel retailing is really what goes on now, that there's a somewhat a new phenomenon for places that have both brick and mortar and online, or they also might have what we refer to as click and mortar, which is an online presence and a retail presence. Retailing has changed a tremendous amount because of online, and we see that now with so many stores closing, and particularly the bigger department stores closing outlets. Okay, so there's types of retailers. They're based on the amount of service they offer. So, for example, going to a place that has salespeople that really help you out, to warehouses that it's help you sell fee. The breadth and the depth of the product lines, the prices charged, and the way they're organized. We'll talk about that when in the next slide. You'll see that. Okay, so there's self-serve retailers that people take care of their own stuff. They locate and they select their own prices, locate, compare, and select. They take care of that themselves. Limited service, they carry more shopping goods that perhaps customers need information about. Remember, we talked about different types of products, shopping products. And they usually have sales assistants. And then full service retailers have specialty goods, and they really help you out, buying a car, for example. Okay, major retailer types. Specialty stores, narrow product line with a deep assortment. Department stores have several product lines, and each department operates as a separate department. Supermarkets, large, low-cost, low-margin, high-volume, self-service. A convenience store, they have a limited number of high-turnover convenience products at slightly higher prices, like a 7-Eleven or something like that. Discount stores, they sell things at lower prices, higher volumes. Off-price retailers sell merchandise at less than regular prices, and less than retailer. And then superstores are large store for routinely purchased items. So just to give you an idea of a specialty store, Sephora would be a specialty store. Williams-Sonoma, Sephora just sells cosmetics. Williams-Sonoma just sells cooking equipment. Department stores, Macy's, Sears, Neiman Marcus. Supermarkets would be places like Kroger or Safeway. Those are national chains, or regional chains not in this area. Wegmans, Tops would be included in that. Convenience stores, as I said, like 7-Eleven or Wilson Farms. We used to have Wilson Farms. Discount stores are stores like Walmart and Target. Off-price retailers would be TJ Maxx, Marshalls, also some warehouse clubs, that kind of thing. And then superstores are places like Walmart, Supercenter, Super Target, Bed Bath & Beyond, Staples. They also talk about with superstores the idea of a category killer that has a very, very deep assortment of one product line. Oh, here we go. Superstores, category killers, and service retailers. And then off-price retailers, factory outlets, warehouse clubs, things like that. Just to give you a little bit more detail about those. Okay, so there's also corporate chains, voluntary chains, retailer cooperatives, and franchise organizations. Corporate chains, there's 2 or more that are commonly owned. Voluntary chains are places that essentially, like the IGA, Independent Grocers Alliance, that would be one that they're uh, separately managed but buy things together. A retailer cooperative, um, it's a group of independent retailers who jointly establish central buying organization and conduct joint promotion efforts. And then franchise organizations are organizations where there is the corporate headquarters, and then people give through a contract. There's a contract agreement, and they have the contract to sell those products at a certain in certain areas that they are granted the franchise for. McDonald's is a franchise. 7-Eleven is a franchise. Tim Hortons is a franchise. So you want to retailers think about what kind of product assortment they're going to have, what the services, the store atmosphere. Store atmosphere is very, very important. They also talk about pricing decisions, and that's important. We talked about it says a lot about the image of the store and also what kind of products they're going to sell there. Placing decisions in terms of where you're going to have your establishment. Are you going to be in a shopping mall? Are you going to be in a shopping district? Are you going to be in a strip mall? That kind of thing. And then promotion decisions. We're going to talk more about promotions in the next section of the class, but essentially there are 5 promotion tools: advertising, personal selling, sales promotion, public relations, and direct and social media marketing. We're going to talk more about that in the next chapters, though. So there's, again, different types of shopping centers: regional, community, neighborhood shopping centers, power centers, lifestyle centers. Like a lifestyle center, for example, would be something like in Western New York, the place that's at Main and Kensington and Williamsville, Tony Walker Plaza, where everything is a little bit higher end. All right, okay, so there are lots of trends and developments in retailing. People are not spending as much money as they did before because the uncertain economy. This idea of showrooming, that okay, let's go back. New retail forms, which would be online shopping, and then showrooming is this idea that people go to a store and look at a product and then buy it online. Rise of the mega retailer, like the Walmarts that have so much. And then online and direct, we talked about that. Also, retail technology has changed so much that there's so much more information provided to the consumer, and then also information that can be shared among the stores when you are out shopping in terms of inventory and availability. Green retailing is this idea that people are concerned about reducing the level of their environmental impact and helping people be more the consumers be more responsible. And then global expansion is this idea that sometimes you just can't grow anymore because you have saturated the market, which means it's completely full. And so you have to go to international markets in order to grow your business. Okay, wholesaling essentially is the idea of selling people who buy things for resale or business use. And a wholesaler is someone who is engaged in wholesaling activities. There are a variety of functions that the wholesaler performs. You can see that as well, from finance to transportation to sharing information, promotion, and that kind of thing. There are merchant wholesalers that take the title, and then brokers don't take title. And then an agent is essentially just a go-between between two. They just bring the buyer and the seller together. Okay, oops, sorry. Anyway, and then the manufacturers and the retailers, would operate in a variety of different markets and geographic markets to help people out with. Okay, so that's really quick look at retailing. It's not super complicated. It's mostly just information. but it's something to think about next time you're in a store. Think about, why do they sell certain things at Wegmans but not at 7-Eleven, or why do they have things at Target that they don't have at say Macy's, that kind of thing. Okay, so that's it. That's the last chapter in this second section. And again, as always, if you have any questions, please contact me. Okay, thanks everyone.